Greetings, friends. It's Denise again with Denise's Dancing Paintbrush and another collage of a little boy. This is a very special little boy. I took the photo myself and drew it in charcoal. This is my grandson when he was about 6, I think, and sitting in the lounge in my front or backyard. And so I really like this picture. He was giving me such a cute, cheesy smile that I just must make it into a collage. And so the first thing I do is work on the background. I decided on kind of a middle gray for the background, because actually in the photo, the cement and the sidewalk was all visible, and it was sort of a middle gray. And I think this will make the highlights on his shirt and his face really stand out as well. So those things are the things you think about when you pick a background color. Also threw in a few words and some black and white photos. I've got a couple of horses up there and the cure for claustrophobia up at the top. Now I'm using a dark red and orange for the shadows on his face, and I don't know, it usually works out very well, but now I'm beginning to wonder if it might have been a little too harsh. You can help me make that decision later when you see it all. I'm working in my shadows first, mapping out the dark parts of his face and his hand and his arm. That thumb underneath the chin barely shows, but it is there. And then I start in on the middle ground of shadow. But there's got to be a soft transition. So finding just the right value and colors really is the difficult part. You can see I'm using pieces from magazines, from Avon catalogs, from old calendars. Whatever will give me a good heavyweight paper so that the glue doesn't bleed through, and also a good color. Now this picture took me much longer than typically, than even the ravens took me, because I spent a lot of time on the side of the chaise lounge that he is laying in there. I wanted to get the fingers just right. You know, I think I spend more time on children than I actually know, simply because I know them so well. I know what they're supposed to look like. Now you see there on his hand, I'm working on his teeth. I don't want to glue them directly into the drawing before I've actually got them fixed, because I want to be able to make changes and still see the drawing. So this has been a very, very busy week, in that I've been working still on getting all of the pictures ready for the show, the one-person show that I'm working on for City Hall. It will be going up on January 29th and be up all the month of February. You can see I'm working on his eyes separate so that I can see the drawing as well. And now his hair. His hair had a lot of blonde in it when he was very little, but now it's very dark brown. And his t-shirt had a lot of logos and writing on it, which I eliminated. I didn't need that in my drawing. I didn't want it to take away from his face, for one. So I'm just making it kind of a pale gray white gray. And I dropped my camera. Whoops. So I had to pick it up off the floor, kind of dust it off, and there I am. And put it back in place so I could see my drawing while I'm working. The hazards of filming while you draw, while you paint. So I'm using my tweezers again. When the pieces get small, the tweezers are so convenient. And the Chase Lounge. Now, to make it work, it has to also have highlights and shadows, like everything else. Except right there at his hairline, where I feel like there wasn't as much shadow or highlight showing. It's all in shadow because his hair is kind of hanging over the edge ever so slightly. finally, I think I've got it to a place where it's sort of done. And here he is. The cure for claustrophobia is being outside. I do hope you've liked this one as much as I liked it. The red is a bit harsh. I'll live with it for a while and make changes if I don't like it. Thanks so much for watching all the way to the end. Do subscribe. I appreciate all of you, and give me a thumbs up if you liked it. Or make a comment. I'll see you all next time. Bye, everyone.